Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. We are starting here. We got the 4.3 yanked out with the transmission yesterday. Old Great Red Bear just showed up there on Sunday, which those of you who don't know, that is a feat within itself. Getting him to be active on a Sunday means he must be excited about something. So huge shout out. Thank you, Aaron. But yes, this is where we're at. Like, so we got this yanked out yesterday. I think Aaron said that the plan now is probably we're going to try to separate the transmission. Is that right?
Yeah, we're going to get the transmission, torque converter off, and then get it adapted with the plate.
Onto the Kubota.
Yep. And then a little test fit action and see where we're at from there.
Yeah, see where we're at with the time we got today and stuff like that. But let me show you guys this. I have not showed y'all the kit. Shout out to Overland Diesel. Man, that guy Greg, the owner, is tremendous, man. The guy's amazing. He makes life super easy, very detailed, very just like thorough. So after back and forth several emails to each other, he's out of Canada, so just know that, y'all, but we won't hold that against him. But anyway, we got the plates for so we can do motor mount, the teeth deal for the starter, all kinds of freaking hardware. A double pulley for the system we're going to be running. He asked several questions, like I said, so he was able to kind of see what we needed thrown in here. All the hardware, I mean every bit of the hardware. We got a flywheel or whatever the heck this thing is. Then the bread and butter right there, boys. The adapter kit, solid aluminum cut out, man. That is that's beautiful. Beautiful. And then we got obviously our adapter, go from the motor to that. Now I keep hitting my head on the stupid chain. And of course, you can't forget the most important part, bro. Stickers! Pretty sick. And then a spray paint stencil, which I'm not gonna use this responsibly. Everything I can possibly spray paint with Overland Diesel stuff on there, I'm gonna do it just random because why not? But anyway, I wanna make sure I filmed all of that part. That's the kit. That's what I paid for. That's hopefully what's gonna turn this to go on the engine and combine the engine with the transmission I have, the 704 that's out of this truck. So anyway, start pulling this transmission off this motor and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, transmission is off. Now, what do you got going over there?
We'll pull the starter off and then hopefully the flywheel and the factory adapter plate there.
So all this backside essentially is what he's talking about coming off. I've already taken the impact and pulled these 6 bolts off, and then he's taking that, so I'll get back on doing that. And I guess see you then. Okay, so we ran into our first hiccup, and as you can see, we're applying a little heat. So this little piece down here, this adapter piece, does not have a spot for a dowel. So we're trying to be very gentle with that without tearing up the seal or anything else down there. Putting some heat on that and trying to get the little dowel that the vice grips are attached to currently. We don't have a dowel pin puller. Those of you who like, get a dowel pin puller. I don't have one. Anyway, this is our first little hiccup. We'll see what we can do to get this thing out. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but shout out to, do you have that guy's information by chance and what forum that was on? Some random guy on the internet. We're over here struggling with the tools that I've got. Thank you for that, because
also for me for Googling and finding.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess half credit for Jamie, you know, that's something. But anyway, more importantly, shout out to the claw hammer.
The real hero. The
real hero today. Look at that, man. So, yes, again, in all seriousness, thank you, Jamie, for finding that information online. And thank you for the gentleman who decided that was going to work, because I'm not going to lie, I was making fun of it. I was like, there's no way. Sure enough, we put this claw hammer on there, tapped it with another hammer, and it literally came right out. So if y'all have that issue, do that. So, thank you, Internet. Do you want to tell them what issue you ran into with that bell housing? Or not the bell housing, but the...
starter?
No, torque converter. There we go.
Oh yeah, the torque converter. For whatever reason, the center spline on the torque converter, I guess nub or whatever it is, it's supposed to go into the adapter, didn't go in there. So had to do a little shaving on it, but it wasn't a whole lot, but just enough to get it to go in there. And then it was able to bolt up properly. So there was that issue.
And then we ran into the other starter issue which I don't think I told you guys. This is where we're at with the starter. So these diameters, these are different gears that you have to have. So this starter came with this gear. This is the one we need for the Chevrolet, the splines, that is, the outer splines, gears, whatever. And the ID is different. They look very close, but they're not, for whatever reason, the same. So this one here needs to be just ever so much a little bit bigger. And I've emailed Overland Diesel, so we'll see what kind of response we get, see what we can figure out. Maybe I can just get a whole new starter or something that would work. That'd be ideal. But anyway, back to this. He's doing that. So
We want to hang it. We want to get it hanging in the engine bay so we get a general excitement about what it's going to look like.
So I guess we'll pick back up as soon as that thing is at least in the general area of the engine bay of the truck. So see you guys in a second. Alrighty, this is where we are. And the reason this is where we are is only because we discovered that trying to stick this in, hey yo, we thought we were gonna get lucky with this oil pan and it cleared, but it's not really wanting to clear where the old motor mounts were. So I think where we're at is we're gonna have to pull probably that all together, that being not just the mounts, but the mount plates that bolt to the truck itself. And I'm gonna have to get the, what'd you call it, a Kubota style?
No, it's the one for the skid
or
steer.
the skid steer,
like
sorry.
the Bobcat skid steers.
So I have to get that style of oil pan because this, you guys can see just how wide that is.
It's too big.
So the other one that we're referring to is a lot skinnier. It should fit, I think, uniform with the motor. And then, like I said, we also had the starter issue, so I got to figure out that. So as far as the installation part 1, but Kubota series part 2, this is where we are. This is where we're going to have to, I think, kind of cut it until I get more parts. So it's that portion of it, a good chunk. Believe it or not, it doesn't look like it, but a good chunk of this has actually been done. So we're making progress. In the scheme of things, not really. But as far as this goes, yeah, a lot of progress. So huge shout out. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And I guess we'll pick back up whenever. We'll see you on this project again when we see you. If you made it this far, greatly appreciate it. You know what to do, all that, and adios.